Welcome to our first ever Bobcat Toolbox series. If you're joining us on Zoom, this session will be recorded. Please feel free to turn off your cameras and mute your mics until we get to the Q&A section of this session. Please feel free to use the chat box throughout the session to ask any questions, and we'll get to them at the end.
So this new Toolbox series we created it to make it a goal so that you can learn and just find out about the resources we have here at UC Merced. And so with the first one being Office of Student Involvement, we're going to be focusing on clubs and orgs and fraternity and sorority life.
Awesome. So my name is Hayley Montoya, and I work for the Office of Student Involvement as the coordinator of student involvement and developmental programs. With me, I have my student assistant, Jason, who will lead us through our first session.
Hi, everyone. My name is Carlos Jason Rocha. I prefer to go by Jason, my middle name. So I am the current student assistant for fraternity and sorority life. And yeah, I work with Hayley under Hayley. So
awesome. So the Office of Student Involvement, or OSI for short, used to be an area, a part of the Office of Student Life. So we have since transitioned into a single office now known as Office of Student Involvement, or OSI for short. And our program areas are ASUCM, ASUCM CAB, Fraternity and Sorority Life, and registered clubs and organizations. And I do want to read our mission statement, since we are kind of focusing on some new things this semester, but still providing some of the same experiences. So the Office of Student Involvement is committed to building a sense of belonging and school spirit by helping students explore ways to get involved on campus, develop new leadership skills, and engage in meaningful experiences that will prepare you for the opportunities of tomorrow.
Okay, so if you are not currently involved in a club and organization or an incoming first year, here are some of the reasons of why to join. You can learn more about yourself. One of the main big things is networking. You get to meet a lot of new people, and you can get like really close to these people and build a lifelong commitment with them. So at the OSI office, we believe being involved will help you grow personally and help you succeed. We currently have 220 active clubs and organizations. So there's a lot where you could fit in, but if there, for some reason, none of them are interesting to you, you can always create one yourself. You can go to our website, catlife.ucmerced.edu, to see all the organizations, and you can get more information on how to start a new club. And then for those that are already in clubs, we have a couple updates for you. We will have updated annually required training available for you virtually this coming academic year. We are in the process of creating more club development, which will be called the RCO Bobcat Academy. So stay tuned for those updates. The re-registration annual process and new club registration information will be out soon as well. And our office has emailed club leaders who are currently listed on CatLife to fill out a Google form to provide us updated contact information. Hayley will talk about it more on the next slide, which will include the service and giving back initiative. And for the last update, as we know, there's a lot of uncertainty with this whole quarantine stuff. So our office is working to put together a workshop to help you get prepared for the upcoming fall semester. And we should hear back from the university on June 15th or by June 15th to see what the plans are for the upcoming semester.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jason, for that. So there's a couple things that we wanted to update you all on. And it looks like there's someone trying to join. So let me admit that person. So we have requested our club and organizations to, let me go back, sorry. We've asked our clubs and organizations to provide us with some updated information. So if you are a current club and organization leader, typically we have an annual fee that's $25 that goes to the Office of Student Involvement. but we are willing to waive that fee this year in light of, uncertainty. We don't know what funds are going to look like this coming year for our clubs and organizations. So we want to be able to provide you all with some different ways that we can help financially with you. So if you are a current club or organization leader, take a look at that email that got sent out. It was sent out happenings, and it was also sent out through Cat Life. If you didn't receive it and you want to make sure that you get this information, our contact information is at the end of this email. But all we need is your registered club or organization name, your executive board leadership names and emails, your on-campus advisor name and email. What are your priorities or signature events that you typically have for the fall semester? Your RCO thoughts and or strategies for recruitment, strengthening membership, and belonging for your RCO. And then what type of resources and support do you need from us? So if you're able to provide that to us by July 31st, you will get the $25 fee waived. And additionally, we are going to start a new initiative called the Service and Giving Back Initiative. We have set money aside in our budget so we can provide you all extra funds. So whether it's going to be for your organization retreat, if you're able to do that in person, or a conference that you want to host, anything like that, we're going to be able to create a proposal for you all to submit to get some money back to you. So if you complete that Google form by July 31st, you'll get the $25 fee waived and you'll be eligible for this initiative. But that's only if you submit this by July 31st. And then additionally, in order to help you prepare for that Google form and just planning for the fall semester and the upcoming registration, we will be having an RCO registration preparation workshop. So we'll go over what documents, what information that you're going to need for our office in order to be a recognized organization on campus. So they're going to be by Zoom. I don't have the Zoom link yet. So once we have that, we'll send that out via email and post it on our social media and all that. But those are the dates. And then if you're kind of wondering, what do I do? What do I plan for the fall semester with all this uncertainty? I'm going to be also hosting a workshop to help you through that process and really get that one-on-one support for you all and figuring out what's going to be the best next steps. But like Jason said, we are going to be hearing from the university on June 15th on what they're going to decide to do for that fall semester. So you'll have some time to think about it in between the first workshop for planning, but I'll be there to walk you through that process and help you think through some additional things for you all. So that's a couple things that we wanted to provide this summer to get you all ready for the next academic year.
So moving on with fraternity and sorority life, or FSL for short, as we refer to it. We also have 20 fraternity and sorority organizations here on our campus. And I know there's been times where we've been wanting to add more organizations to provide, I guess, more of a home for different people. So that's always coming in. We're always gonna be trying to add more organizations to our campus as we grow. So why join one of these organizations? You really, when you join, you really do find your second home. I would say, as I have myself. You at least in my case, there's also been a lot of academic excellence, finding people to study with that are in the same classes as you, and of course networking again, and overall, one of the main things is community service, giving back to your community, because each organization has their own values and philanthropies, which really are to help your community and better your community. So some updates for FSL. We have the deferred recruitment model, which means that first years cannot join until their second semester. Grade reports. our for chapters are going to be sent out soon. Um, we are planning and trying to figure out how we're going to do our workshops and our programs, um, so that these organizations can fulfill their requirements. So, and the last thing, expect emails from your FSC or PFC recruitment executives to reach out for recruitment preparation. So here are a big list of all our chapters, all our organizations here on campus. Um, as you can see, there's a social side and a professional side. So if if you want to be more on the professional aspect of it, something geared towards your major even, where you can be surrounded by people in the same major, same school even, like for example, an engineering organization. So there is a variety of organizations that where you can possibly fit in, but it's always encouraged to research these organizations, look at their social media, talk to the people that are currently affiliated, and the more you learn about an organization, the more confident you'll be in your choice of your choosing.
Awesome. So that kind of wraps up just kind of a brief description on our clubs and organizations, fraternity and sorority life, and some updates that will be exciting for this coming year. But we also wanted to share with you our virtual summer programming calendar. So we are still going to be doing some type of programming, even though it's going to be virtual. We just had a couple game nights happen and they were pretty successful. Typically we do give out gift cards during those, so if you want to join in the future ones, we do have some in July, I believe. But this is our calendar. You can follow us at UC Merced OSI to be updated on what events are happening. The individual flyers will be there, but you can also find this on our website as well. So studentlife.ucmerced.edu. And there's a section for summer programs. So all of these calendars are listed there. But if you want to take a screenshot of this real quick, I'll give you a second before I move on to our next month. So this is our June calendar. Here is our July calendar. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming up, super excited. And then here's our August calendar. So we end pretty close to the start of the semester. So we have a little bit of a break, but then we'll get right back up and going. And once we figure out what the university is going to do, either we're going to be fully online or partly online, but we'll have some opportunities for you all to still connect with people. And that's kind of it. So here is our flyer for the rest of the Toolbox series. So we are going to be featuring a couple different offices. So the Dean of Students office, our health promotion office, and the Office of Student Rights and Responsibilities. So that's what we have on deck for this summer. So if you're not sure what these offices provide, make sure to join us so you can learn about what they provide, the resources, the different things that they're going to do this coming year. So super exciting. Otherwise, this is our social media, UC Merced OSI or UC Merced FSL for Fraternity and Sorority Life specific. Here's a couple good websites that you can look at. And then of course, feel free to contact us. My email's there, Jason's email is there as well. And we'd be happy to walk you through anything that we talked through today. But at this point, are there any questions that you have for us? And it's okay if you don't. Jason, can you keep an eye on the chat box?
Yeah. Okay. So Armin says, why the change in name? I just go by, I prefer Jason. I've been used to going by Jason.
Awesome. Was that change in name for Jason? Okay.
Oh.
To OSL to OSI. That's what I figured. No worries on that. So OSL used to comprise of 3 different offices or 3 different program areas. So our area, which was the involvement area, our social justice area, and then our student conduct area. But now those 3 offices have split up, so we're are each our own office. So as you saw on the flyer, Office of Student Rights and Responsibilities is now student conduct. And then for our social justice, they're the Office of Social Justice Initiatives. So we've all split up into 3 different offices. We're hoping that, you know, this is going to be good. A lot of new changes coming our way. But yeah, so hopefully that helps answer that question. There's been a lot of conversation from, you know, higher ups, student affairs, Dr. Neese and Dr. Grady. So this change came from them in hopes that we can better provide services to you all. Any other questions for us? You want to take a screenshot of that so you have all of our information. Go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to stop sharing the screen in just a few seconds. But if there's not anything else, thank you for joining us. Hopefully we provided some new information to you. If not, feel free to give us feedback on what you would like to see from us. So whether you put it in the chat box right now, or you can send us an email with what information you want to see, or what you want us to provide for this coming semester. All right, okay. Well, I think that is good then. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Like I said, feel free to email us if you have any questions. And yeah, we'll call it good.